Hi. Hey, Leo. I will drink. Thank you for making me drink. Hey, Porter. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing? Epic.
You treat an outside wound with rubbing alcohol, you treat an inside wound with drinking alcohol. Science.
Thank you so much for your contribution to the iBot process. Yeah, that's louder. I don't understand why Robin's song is not playing.
We will stand and fight and die.
I only have enough points to do this one more day. That just means that you gotta stay here. Just saying. What did I do? Like, did I not type this right? Submit. Let's try this again. Fair, you got me. Yep. Ross, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. Hi, Robin. Can you talk for me again? Let's see how things go. I am fine. Yes, thank you. Yes. Thank God it works. Okay. That took way too long. I am fine, thank you. How are you doing? Good to see you too. How's the kiddo? Keelan is fine. He had a good day today. That means that mommy also had a good day today. And going to bed also went smoothly for a change, which I really, really like. So yeah, it's a good day.
We've got a real badass over here.
Hey Dennis, were you still streaming? Are you literally raiding me or are you hoisting me? I'm doing fine as well. Glad this work week is over and the weekend is here. I bet. Yes. If mommy is doing well, then we're all doing well. Exactly. You just finished. Oh, look at that. Schedules all line up. Exactly. If Keelan is okay, mommy is okay. Thank you for giving a shout out to Dennis. Alright. Let's try. Oh, why does it say that twice for me? Oh, is everything gonna be twice now? I hate it when it does that. Was Ross's resub twice too? Yep, Ross's resub was twice too. I don't understand why it does that. The geometric thing on your top looks cool. I know. I really enjoy this. It's a good top. Although this in my neck, like it a little less. It's the first of a new month. Also the last month of this year. I've been looking fancy. Thank you. So it's currently been raining for like the last 3+ hours and Mavis came in and said, I just wanted to let you know that I think it's going to rain today. How did he know? He must be psychic. Having that all figured out. Me right now. This, yeah, no. It's more of a me thing than it is a thing for you guys. Mm. Resub for 59 months. Look at that. And the rate. I'm hyped for the Christmas emotes. I have been thinking about, once I have like every slot full and it's all like set to these are all the emotes that's gonna be, to make like Halloween versions and Christmas versions of it too. Or I say make, that other people make versions of it. How long do you feel like streaming today, Abo? You started at like basically 0, right? It's 384 per hour, so you can do the math. 560? Okay. Well, you get 384 points per hour, so you can do the math. Nightmare Before Christmas Ibo emote set. Exactly. Ooh, that's bright. Barely readable. But it's there. I promise. Okay. Ross, thank you so much for the resub. And Dennis, thank you so much for the rate. And Leo, thank you so much for your contribution to the iBob Ross stream. I appreciate it. I feel you at 3K, so next stream is my last one. I used to be a king and have so many channel points. Epic, you should just, for funsies, ask how many points Dennis has. 3.9 hours? I can do that. So is that, like, the 09, is that minutes? Hiya, Chi, good to see you. How you doing? I don't want to make Epic feel bad. And everyone else, for that matter, too. Imoya is here to subtly subtlify her status as a winter goddess. Totally. I know words. I know English. I have a question that is not prompt or anything, but how many channel points do you have? Hey designer, good to see you. How you doing? Hey Luke, what's up? Have you been enjoying your day off, or is your next like preventing from doing that? You're doing? That sounds less good than you sounded this morning. Ibo had a brain fart. Yes, that happens quite a lot. But I'm fine. Yes, thank you. I wrote this down. Yes. And it's the 350. That's a 5, right? That's a lot. Sorry, what was that? Want to say it a little louder? I heard only good about Lethal Company recently. Yeah, I think I've only heard good things about it too. Well, the good news is my painkillers have worn off now, and it's still there, but I am now able to move it a lot more, so fingers crossed I might have my neck more mobile tomorrow. I hope so. Hope you will be able to like enjoy your weekend. Yeah, there's always one that's, you know, on top of the others. Have you had a good day? I did. Yeah, it was, I didn't necessarily do a lot of things, but it was chill, which was good. What was your ad? Quite high, yeah, a little bit, right? A little bit. I'll be looking, but feel free to ping me if there's ads on the screen. Okay, will do. The most channel points I have had is like 582k on my friend's stream. Well, also keep in consideration, Dennis, how many cute little paintings do you have? Keep in consideration that Dennis also has a puzzle from 100k. So let's say 450k. And then he has multiple cute little paintings. All, like, not all, but nowadays worth 50k. And then all the other stuff you've done with it. Like the 69k for the iBot Raw stream. So yeah, lots of points. Truly. Border, thank you so much for your contribution to the iBot Raw stream as well. I have a eye that's slightly tearing up. 17. That's true. A lot of them were with the old point system, so they are not as expensive as they are now. Slightly lower, yeah. Ross just in the meantime going towards another painting. Yeah, Ross is not participating in all of it. He has his own goal and he's set to it. He's set to his own goal. See, that's why it was twice. I need to log in on here, otherwise it doesn't work. Text message. That says the code of what it is. Can I now send it? Accept it. Try it. There you go.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
How was bragging camp? You should know, you were there. Alright. I need to know the person's ad, so I can let them know I'm playing their game. You know, I could have been more prepared. Slightly. Just a little bit. So tomorrow I'm hoping to be able to have my haircut, then go over my friend's house and see baby Teddy, 3 weeks old, and finally seeing him tomorrow. Aw, cute. Oh, wait, why do I have that twice? I need this one. Okay, so these things are all set up. Now, the person's ad. Because I thought I wrote it right, but I didn't. So we're testing it again. Oh, That's not right. Oh. There you go. Okay, we've got that. I have a mom mobile? Well, no, I don't think so, because I don't know what it is. How is that different from a normal mobile? Sometimes I hate art programs. Me. Makes Kansas 44 by 13. Program. Invalid. That is not a valid size to make a rectangle. Table flips. So a rectangle still needs to be a certain number and not just a rectangle of any kind. Oh, a car. I have a Fiat Panda. I have like a grocery shopping sized car. But the car seat fits, and that's all that matters. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Now I'm here. Now I'm done. Now I'm with you. So, it accepts 49 and 12. But 49 is way bigger than 44. Like, the 12 is okay. Can you not get, like, 43? But obviously that makes sense. That makes so much more sense than 44 and 13. Last week, I think, not too long ago, I've gotten a message on Instagram by the creator of the game that we are currently going to be playing, which is Vivi Latvia. That was the creator that contacted me and asking me if I wanted to play his game 111. And I said, yeah, sure. So we will be playing that today. It's a detective story driven game about 12 people and a maniac in the same house. Is it early access though? I think no, the game is fully out. It's not early access or anything. They are in the same house, and we just need to figure out who is the killer. And if I look at like the art style, so it's basically all black and gray and white. But here and there it has a slight touch of color, and it kind of reminded me of that movie, and I think it was Sin City from years back. That movie was also black and white, with here and there a splash of color, right? I bet it's the clown. If there's a clown in this game, then yes, it's the clown. If the mortuary assistant has taught me anything, is that the clown and the vampire are always the demons. Oh, and don't forget about Santa Claus. Santa Claus is also always the demon. And Santa. Hey Wicca, good to see you. How are you doing? You're not really late. I have not really been doing anything. I've just been sitting here talking, getting shit ready, because I'm a professional streamer and I'm totally prepared before I start. Yeah. Also, I left this here, but I already did my shot of today. I just noticed that. Look, it's the 1st of December and we can do shots. So I did. I did my first shot of today, which was the green lemon. Oh, there's still slightly in it. Ooh. Y'all gotta make sure to hydrate Ibo because I'm too poor. Ibo getting all the keys, you pro streamer, you. Yeah. I guess there's some truth in there. Clowns are always bad. Yes, they are. And the granny. Dennis, thank you for making me drink. High five. I really like the green lemon. The green lemon is delicious. I'm gonna be quiet. I've got a project I'm working on in my house. No problem. You do you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the lurk. And good luck with your project. Gillen will soon do shots with you when he turns 21. The Netherlands is allowed to drink at 18. So he will be joining me a whole lot sooner. It used to be 16. And then they turned it up to 18. So maybe you're right. Maybe by the time he gets to that age, it will be 21 here too. Are you waiting for 16 or 18? I'm not entirely sure yet. I mean, my parents let me drink when I was 13. Which was all very normal. But nowadays, that's not really normal anymore. I don't know. 14 is a good age. We all started around that age and we turned out fine. Exactly! Mine made me not drink until 18. Oh, really? No. My parents were like smuggling it. We were on this ship from Denmark to Norway or Sweden. And I was 13 and they were like, oh, do you want something to drink? And I was like, yeah, I would like, you know, pisangambon, if they have that, with 7-Up. And they did, but apparently there it already was 21. So they gave it to them because they didn't know it was for me. And then they saw it was for me and they came rushing because I was way too young. And my mom was like, quick, drink as much as you can. So that was my childhood. That was the way my parents raised me. So, yeah, it's fine. It was a choice, but I had to get my license from them if I didn't. Mine told me that I was gonna get my license if I didn't start smoking. But they both were smoking too, and I started smoking too, and I still got my license. But also, to be fair, I think I quit before I got it. Half. I was only smoking in the weekend anymore if somebody gave me a cigarette, otherwise I wasn't. My parents let me drink when I was 9, but that's because I'm from Europe. I mean, yeah, the Netherlands here. So, kids drinking at a young age is very normal here for some reason. A whole lot more normal than in America. Follow the Ibo, follow the Ibo. Follow the Ibo, follow the Ibo. Zikata Prime, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. How are you doing? Good to see you. That is funny as fuck. I wish we were there to see that unfold. Yeah. yeah, no, I had some great parenting moments. If I'm staying quiet, I'm also arting in between. Just tell if you need me. No problem, Roz. You do you. Good luck with the arts. I hope the gods are with you. I'm imagining a slow-mo movie scene. It was pretty funny because we were like the bar was over here. We were sitting here. So it wasn't a short, like a long run. But you all saw people kind of staring like, oh my god, it's for her. Yeah, we can't do that. That's not allowed. And then she was like, quick! Drink! So, yeah, that's my mom. No, I just kept sitting there. It was like, And then they took it away. They didn't make me puke or anything, so that was good. Your mom screams, but slowly, of course. Greg, drink where you can. Yeah, kind of like that. Finally made it to the stream. Yeah, good to see you. It's not an art stream, I'm sorry. I hope you're okay with that. Yeah. No, yeah, it was great. It was a fun moment. I wish I was 16 again to experience my end party of school. My graduation party fucking sucked because I had a kidney infection. So I was in fucking pain. So I went there to get my degree and I went the fuck back home. I did see the art you posted in January. I thought it was really cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cicada Prime. The thing I've just done is that I've written down your follow in my stream happenings book of 2023. That means that it is now official and there's no turning back. So welcome to the family. I don't miss being 16 either. I'm fine. I'm fine with this age. Twitch does that on a very regular basis for some reason. Just unfollowing certain people, and I don't know why. No take backsies. I'd like to stop the aging clock right about now, though, if that were a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. The pain in my back doesn't have to get any worse by sleeping funny. Yeah. But yeah, okay, so like I said, with the game, we've got it from Instagram and we're gonna check it out, and it's like a detective type of thing. That's true. Ooh, what happened? Ghosts. Something fell. I don't know where or what. It's okay. Let me put the game on. And also put it on here so you guys can see. Because I said it was a black and white game, but it wasn't that black. So now I subbed to Aibo years before I followed her. As one does, obviously. Hey, just a friend. Good to see you. How you doing? Is it only mouse? I don't know. Let's go into the options. Video. Full screen. I cannot select any of this, but I assume it's... Oh no, this is the selecting thingy. Oh, okay. Speedy, hi! Thank you so much for your contribution to the iBot Raw stream. Please say something in chat so you can hear your song. How is the music compared to me talking?
Will the real aka Speedy please stand up? I repeat, will the real aka Speedy please stand
Oh, that was great. Hey, for you. Happy Friday to you too. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing? You love it? Great. I'm happy. Wake up, thank you so much for your contribution to the iBot Raw stream. I really appreciate that. Audio was good. Text speed? I don't know. We haven't... Auto reads? Yeah, that'd be great. Because I'm lazy as fuck. Thank you. You put all your points in iBot Ross? Thank you. You're helping a lot of people out. I appreciate it. Happy December! Yeah, it's the first of a new month. And thank you for the hoist. And thank you for making me a drink. I look thirsty. The M&M skin is in Fortnite right now? Really? How does the skin of M&M looks like? Like the rapper? Or the Kenny? The rapper? How does that look like? Ryu. Oh. Merch. Host. Can you send me the audio file, Ivo? If it's okay with you, I will make it into a Discord soundboard thing. Of course. No problem. Hang on. Ryu, thank you for the hoist. Why would you eat the wrapper? I don't know, there could be a whole lot of flavor in there. You don't know. Have you ever tried? Oh, it only takes like a second. Don't worry about it. Stalling me playing games has always been a thing, and it will not stop today. And it's not even a horror game. Events. There you go. Let's send it. One is him from the movie 8 Mile and from the music video Godzilla. Oh, okay. And Rap Boy. I was actually... Rap Boy or Rap God? Because one song is Rap God, right? Or is there also a song that says Rap Boy? Because I wanted to see if I could manage to do something from Rap God, but... no. I can do a whole lot of things with my tongue, but that was not one of them. Example. This is good. Oh, Twitch. What does this say? Hang on. First English. Voiceover English. Yes. What even is this language? No problem, Ryu. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for stopping by. Twitch. Enable voting on Twitch. Sure. You guys can help me. Time. What is that? 60 seconds? Sure. Check connection. Write a message in the chat to check the connection. Check connection is okay. Okay. Is that Russian? Don't you know that's P Q. I don't know. The creator's name is Viva Latvia, and I kind of just assume it's from Latvia then. But I didn't know. Is it Russian? Huh, okay. Okay, we have enabled Twitch voting. I didn't know this was a thing. I love it when games have like a Twitch integration thing. Apply. You have like 60 seconds to participate. Why does it not just say Russian? Why does it say Pikachu? What is the gallery? Everything is locked. Okay. Vote! New game. Does it work like that? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out how it's gonna work. Normal, give me a chance. Saves available. This has not saved? Yeah, we're doing this. Fuck that. Because it's in Russian. Yeah, but every other language types it differently, right? In English. Select a chapter. Chapter 1 is all the way over there. Start an unexpected adventure. What if you were to say no? Is it then just going back? I don't know what that is. It just kind of looks like your cat walked all over your keyboard. Be like Ibo. You don't have to lie. I got an achievement. Okay. In this version, you can search for everything. I thought I said that it needed to be like talked out. Outer read. Apply? Why is it not talking? Clicks no. GG, you beat the game. Yeah. That will be a twist. Okay, I leaned over my creation for the 100th time, ran my fingers over the joints. Check. Ooh, okay, hang on. It's going really fast. Deck speed 5 is really fast. Yeah, but it also said something about, like, the voiceovers. You know what? You can have this on 5 as long as I can click. I decided to not pick up the phone. Nothing good awaited me. Either it was a robocall or my sister. Sukabliat? Yep. I know that from, like, CSGO times. A knock on the door saved me from my thoughts. I put down the hammer and picked up the mail. Taking the newspaper, I went through the list of jobs and... What? Okay. There was something new on the back. Speed dating. My friends loved that kind of thing. I still kept their numbers in my notebook, next to the old disc phone. There was also, you had Sukabliat and you had something about a grandmother. I remember that too. I don't remember exactly what it was. But something with, like, the grandmother was also hot and happening, shouting at each other. And, yeah, Rush B! And Sukabliat and something with your grandmother. Because I remember that my ex before my ex was doing that. I dialed the first digits, watching the dial disc slowly go back. I suddenly realized that everyone already had a lady, and they were probably with them right now. Pidaras, I think? No, that doesn't ring a bell. I'm not sure. Hey V, good to see you. How you doing? On the other hand, the paint on the birdhouse will dry for at least a day. Maybe I should relax too. It must be about words. Yeah, Automat was like, nope, you're not typing that. I saw that too very quickly. Get the stupid thoughts out of my head and stay at home, break free, and try to find a partner on speed dating. This is, yeah, because he was playing a lot of COD and CSGO, and he was shouting all of that too. This is the part where you guys can vote. So I think if you type number 1 or number 2 in chat, it would do a thing. And you have 30 seconds to do it. Yeah, Dennis voted for that. Okay. Hey, your mama. Good to see you. How you doing? I'm with you guys. We're just gonna... We're gonna speed date. Yeah, you don't have to type number of the hashtag in front of it, just the number. I got on the train that went straight to the place I wanted to go. There was a long chain of mountains behind the window, rising gradually out of the high hills. There, among the impregnable cliffs and high ridges, a turbulent, icy river was emerging. A threat to... I cannot read that fast, honey. I'm so sorry. I moved to the window on the other side. A thin spire of a lighthouse was towering on one of the coastal cliffs. There was a seaside hotel somewhere. The destination of my odd and spontaneous journey. I wish I had some points to give you. How many points do you have? Because for Robin, I need to stream at least 3 hours. But I like the 100k. I get that. The train arrived at the station right on time. It's nice that at least something in our world remains punctual. Yeah, I thought it was something about your grandmother. Like, not babushka. That I do know though, but that wasn't it. It was also a bad thing. I think it might have like involved some sort of penetration. You have 3k. Oh, you have enough points. It's just that you don't want to give them. That's fair. The driver honked his horn and I began my trip to the lowlands. The weather was normal for this time of year. The warm wind did not portend trouble, although the clouds on the horizon spoke of the opposite. The narrow river was crossed by an old stone bridge. The once beautiful structure was in a bad need of restoration. The stones were quite worn out, and centuries-old mud had settled between them. The local authorities seemed to have no intention to repair the bridge, so that its archaic nature and look would attract tourists. Okay, we can walk this way. If only this was blackjack, I could stick. There were dozens of tourist cars with foreign license plates in the parking lot. The wind blew and I pulled up the collar of my favorite and only jacket. Perhaps I should have dressed up, as many people judge you by your clothes first. But on the other hand, we definitely will not get together with modern ladies, obsessed with the fashion industry and care for the looks, and it is better to dot the I's and cross the T's immediately. Yeah. Maybe it's just been too long ago and I can't really... Maybe it's one of the things you've said, but... I don't know. Cat. Oh. Oh! That gave me an achievement by clicking on the cat. I want to click all the things now. Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Dot the I's and cross the T's. The pavement ended. The treetops closed over my head and the untidy, foliage-covered path went sharply upward. It's just like those hidden cat games. Exactly! I wonder why they couldn't do a good job of paving a decent road right away. Dig ditches for the drain, decorate the curbs. I felt a burning desire to buy a broomstick and improve the local trails. Don't they really care that their park is in such disrepair? The cries of seagulls mean that the coast was already very close. Dot the I's and cross the T's is when you have to make sure that everything is done spotlessly. Oh, I mean, I understand, like... Yeah, dot the I's, like, puntjes op de I zetten. But I didn't know the T. I'm gonna go order me some pizza since the baby's at grandma's house. Enjoy your pizza! I don't know where we came from. Either this way or this way. As I climbed the hill, I pleasurably breathed in the humid sea air. There was a tall lighthouse looming in the distance, a proud and lonely symbol of a bygone era, a majestic monument to human mastery. Imagine the inspiration with which the architects were beholding their work, realizing that the lighthouse would survive the centuries, which means they left their mark on history. That they had not lived their lives in vain. A large 3-story modern-style restaurant spoiled the beautiful scenery. A huge jeep stood in the shade of the building in the parking lot, looking like its owner had to be. Back. Oh, never mind. Is it not back? That is weird. It had like a tiny little glitch happening, but I don't know where it came from. I don't know how long it took, but otherwise you only missed me or reading, so you didn't necessarily miss a lot. There were no choices or anything. It was the Matrix. Yep, totally was. Hey, DJ Stain. Good to see you. Thank you for making me do a plank in 6 months. We are saving all of the exercises for a fitness stream. The left media. Exactly. Ugh. You're good? No. Up. Since it kind of looks like I only need to use my mouse, so that's good. You're going to die that day. Yes, I am, because I'm scared of Dennis. A large man, apparently the owner of the place, armed with a charming smile, shook my hand. The collar of his yellow shirt was tied around his pumped neck. Behind the counter, there was a busy, pudgy lady in an apron. At my appearance, she stopped, cleaning glasses for a moment, and made an inviting gesture towards the bar stools that were empty. The people who greeted me seemed welcoming and warm. Looked like there wouldn't be any traditional awkwardness of the first introduction.
Greetings. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting before. A man of your fine appearance would certainly stand out in the surroundings.
Dennis has the ability to do that. Yes.
I bid you a warm welcome. My name is Henry Locke, so you may address me as simply Henry. We have but an hour left before we commence, and it is my estimation that someone may be tardy.
I should rather save my points for workouts. To be fair, you can save them after we've completed the iBob Raw stream. Because I think completion of that will happen like either in December or January. And then you still have a couple of months to save. You sounded very Russian. Well, I mean, considering the fact that you only had the option between English and Russian, it makes sense.
Please make yourself comfortable. If there is anything you require, do not hesitate to seek my assistance. The living room is at your disposal, and it would be my honor to offer you a drink at the bar. Renata has an uncanny ability to concoct cocktails that inspire one to stay.
Ooh, okay. You guys can vote. 1, for thank him for the nice welcome. 2, to introduce yourself. 3, to admire the furnishing and interiors. I wonder what would happen if I were not to click. Is it then gonna pick the answer with the most votes? I would also go for like introduce or thank him for the nice welcome. Either way is fine, but I think introducing yourself would be appropriate since he did it too. I'm not gonna vote. I want to see what happens. Oh, I got an achievement for that. But he didn't like necessarily say anything, so I don't know what happened. Shouldn't bother him. Did I introduce myself now or not? But I just walked away.
Come sit at the table, honey. Don't be standing there looking all stressed out in our spot. You're here for speed dating, right? I'm Renata. I'm helping out with the
That was
dating
very
tonight.
weird. Now I still don't necessarily know what happens if I just let you guys decide what we're doing.
Oh, you know what? There was a tourist here right before ya. So stern and gloomy. Looking all serious and down. Scratching his head and lost in thought or something. I say to him, "Hey love, your glass looking kinda empty. How about me get you another one?" And he bullshit me like a lemur. Why would I need another empty glass?
Why would I need another empty glass?
See what weirdos roam the world. My whole life still wondering. Oh, of course. You want me to grab you a drink too, honey?
Ask for a cup of tea, get a drink, politely refuse. No, get a drink! We're here for speed dating. We kinda honestly probably need the alcohol. There's a cat. Do you think we get another achievement if I click on that cat too? Need some liquid courage, exactly. $20, $29, $19. What are you doing? Are you just counting? We're not doing like the stickers. Alright. Get a drink. The strong drink burnt my throat, and my usual stiffness and tightness faded into the distance. That fast, huh? What is this? Is this like our liking meter? Because I totally understand why this is so low, because we just walked away when he was talking. Renata seemed to have fun too. I listened to a couple of old jokes, smiled back, and pretended to hear them for the first time. It was clear that being warm and friendly was all part of her job, but there was a sense that Renata was speaking completely sincerely. Thank you for the explanation, game. Yep. I decided not to abuse the bartender's time, especially since alcohol is not the best idea for a date. Well, let's just agree to disagree. You kind of need some, right? What's this? You have the garage, the dining hall, kitchen, basement, room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smoking area, outdoors, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. I want to click on the cat. Hide and seek, find all cats. It is an achievement. But that was like a counter to it. We're gonna have to replay because I didn't go to all of the rooms outside either. Getting drunk before the date wasn't in my plans, and the climb through the woods made me a little tired. I stayed on the empty couch, nothing its excellent quality in its harmony with the interior. I had something to occupy my mind. I couldn't remember the last time I'd gone on a date. Gotta hunt for that pussy, exactly. Maybe I should think of some sort of a plan in case the conversation doesn't work out. I don't know what kind of girls come here, though. Maybe they're all different. Then maybe I should think about myself. How to introduce myself and behave properly. There was a white mirror in front of one of the walls, where I could see the mess on my head. The wind had made a mess of my already bad hair. At least I noticed it. My grandfather used to call that hairstyle An explosion in the macaroni factory. Or, welcome to my cave. After fixing my hair, I examined my look from all angles and went back to the waiting on the couch. We can go in here. That was flickering. I noticed that the wind had increased and the first clouds appeared on the horizon. It looked like the thunderstorm was coming, an exceptionally rare thing in our area. I caught a moment of silence and heard the sound of waves crashing on the rocks and the call of a lone seagull. After all, many residents had never visited this place, never seen the lighthouse, never breathed in the sea breeze. As it turned out, I wasn't the only one who went out to get some fresh air. A man in pants with braces was leaning against the front of the porch, and a young man in a long black jacket reading a book on the cliff. I quickly wiped the enthusiastic look off my face. Judging by the impassive expression on his face and his tightly clenched jaw, the man was clearly not in the mood for dating. On the one hand, he gave the impression of a strong, confident man, but on the other hand, he looked like a disgruntled boy forced to go shopping with his mother. And here he was, standing at the side of the building for 10 minutes, not understanding what was he here for.
Are you here for speed dating too? I hope you have a good reason, because I can't figure out why I need one.
Alright.
At least you're free to leave. But I've promised my colleagues that I'll stay here to the very end. I'm on vacation, and that's where it all leads. Can you imagine? They said to me, "Justin, aren't you afraid to go on speed dates?" So I bet with them for a bottle of whiskey. So why are you here? Don't tell me you seriously believe you can meet the one at an event like this. Unless you can find someone to hook up and have fun with. Might as well go to the desert for whiskey on the rocks.
Agree with his position. Straight answer the questions. Don't argue with him and smooth things over. Object and make your point. Are we gonna like agree to like the desert? I mean, you never know where you can find true love, right? Could be anywhere. Why not speed dating? The gloomy weather was in perfect harmony with his spirits. Now there was someone who could really benefit from a couple of drinks. He didn't really seem to be a hostage to the situation, but there was so much beauty in the place besides the dates themselves. He took off his white hat and examined it critically from all sides, as if it were guilty of something. At the edge of the woods away from the main building, there was a small house with a sloping roof that looked like an ordinary tool shed. It would cost more pennies to move the little shed closer to the restaurant, or even better, rebuild it into a decent, comfortable workshop unless a sewer outlet or a well was in the way. At the back of the building, I found a smoking lounge and two men who weren't actually smoking, talking in it, which amused me a little. I hadn't heard the conversation yet, but I already realized how different people collided in this little smoking lounge. Two people from completely different paths of life. The first of them, full-side headphones around his neck, a ridiculous teenage bracelet, and a light jacket that neither protects him from the cold nor from the wind, but it had a logo of a popular brand on it, of course. He stood, hands in his pockets, hunching over slightly and leaning against the wooden beams, staring at his shoes with an absent-minded expression. His companion, on the other hand, looked straight at him and held himself upright, as if on parade. He was actively gesturing with his hands, and his mimics were vivid and expressive. He was dressed in a leather jacket with over a solid-colored tank top. Cloth pants and sneakers, obviously not the best choice for a date, says the pot to the kettle. When they saw me approach, they stopped their heated argument.
Oh, hi. Maybe you can help us. We're kind of discussing with Alexander if it's okay to look for a new relationship if you're not done with your recent one. Meaning another girl is already entering your mind.
Listen up, Martin. You get bugs in your ears? I already told you once. Me and that girl are ancient history. Ain't nothing going on between us. And I ain't wasting my time thinking about her.
If you don't think about her, how did she ever slip into this conversation?
It's a fair point.
You mentioned her, which means you still remember her and think about her.
Martin's got a point, Alexander.
Oh well, of course I remember my girl. We're here to score with some ladies, ain't we? I ain't forgetting about her, that's for damn sure.
Ha! See? You're still calling her your girlfriend. Not an ex, still a current one.
Screw you, man. I just slipped up, alright? That girl is long gone and I ain't giving her a second thought.
Yes, you are. One does not prevent the other. New experiences are the best way to get rid of the old ones. You can't build a healthy relationship if you haven't moved on from the past. Yeah, my answer is gonna be 3. I'm not entirely sure if like the Twitch integration since you guys all voted to introduce yourself and it didn't do anything. So I think the Twitch integration is not really working as it might should. Chat's a little divided though. But mine is gonna be 3 too.
Look like a little dog, chasing its tail, standing in a smoking lounge, even though you have quit smoking.
The background music for this is way
Coming
louder
to
than him
dating
talking.
even though you just recently broke up.
You better watch your back, buddy. You hear what he said? Showing up early just shows how you're weak. Can't let them see you sweat.
Of course, coming early means to look desperate. And if a person is on time, or even better, if they are a little late, then they know their worth.
So, speaking of someone who is always early, apparently I look desperate.
What's your price tag, sweetheart? Turn around and let me take a look. Why the hell did you show up so early? Looking desperate? Your engine running on fumes?
Oh, so we're female? Okay, I kind of assumed that we were male.
The console is powered by electricity. There is no battery. I came early to get a good look.
I think
at
it
my
says,
competitor.
you know, how to manage time and
Also,
this yourself.
the
Exactly.
girl would come first.
You can't win a battle without scouting. To come early is an element of politeness, but sadly many ladies see it differently. Well, we all came early. I guess we're all desperate early. Yeah. No, I'm like, I'm with 2. Like, it's polite. I thought we were a dude too, but since he said like sweetheart, I kind of assumed that we are female. Three is also an option, that's true. It could be bisexual, yeah. But at least one couple has already had their date. They don't have to go on any other dates now. I decided not to join the war of words and left the smoking lounge before I was hit with a verbal ricochet. Speaking or even thinking negatively about other people is not my thing. But after getting to know the recent participants, I felt like my chances of success had increased. Well, this makes it kind of look like we're a guy again. As my grandmother used to say, there are some who roar like a lion because they are as weak as a kitten. Well, we'll skip that last part of the saying. Okay, so you had the parking lot. This is where we were.
Follow the
Hey!
Ibo, follow the Ibo. Follow the Ibo, follow the Ibo.
There you go. Vivi was the one who approached me on Instagram with the key to their game. So, welcome in. And thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. First question. Are we a dude or a girl? Okay. So then, I think Alexander is bisexual. Ross, thank you so much for gift subbing to Vivi. I really appreciate that. I thought I did something, but that was just the end of the song. Vivi, Latvia, the thing that I've just done is that I've written down your follow in my stream happenings book of 2023. That means that it is now official and there's no turning back, so welcome to the family. And Ross, thank you for the gifts up. Vivi, I also have a question about the Twitch integration thing. So people in chat can vote. But if I let the timer run out, it doesn't pick the thing with the most answers. It just stops entirely. So they picked to introduce ourselves to Henry when we got into the hotel, and instead we just walked away. So I don't know otherwise how it will take the most voted choice, but it doesn't work like that. Like, or at least it didn't with the introducing one, because we had 3 options. Introducing was the second, and the first and third option got no votes. So it should have picked the one with the introducing, but nothing happened. It just entirely stopped, and we couldn't talk to Henry again. So I don't know my name or anything because it just stopped. We can have another conversation and test it out and see if it happens again. DJ Stain, thank you so much for your contribution to the iPod Pro screen. Hey Jaxie, good to see you. How you doing? I walked around the building and there was an open garage. What carelessness. If I were a thief, I could not only steal such an expensive car, but also go through the shelves in search of the owner's expensive toys. I clicked on the cat. Such cars can only be afforded by wealthy people, although there is a belief that this size of the car is not so much more for convenience, but for overcompensation. Yes, they have a small peepee. This comparison is comical, but if you believe this logic, then all rich people have complexes, which they compensate by buying yachts, big houses, cars. In any case, I can't earn for one yet. At least not in an honest way. I'm doing good. I think I'm fighting off a headache though. How is Ibo today? I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking. I hope the headache will go away soon. Alright, we walked around the house. Going down a steep slope, I noticed a man standing on the edge of the cliff. There was an awful wind, and I wondered what he had chosen to read here. The fluttering pages made it uncomfortable, and he had to hold the book with both hands. He kept fixing his bangs, and it felt as if I might shelter him from the wind and give him at least a minute of quiet reading. When I approached him, he gave me a look that, I have to confess, made me feel uncomfortable for a moment. He couldn't be described as kind, though I didn't feel any outright hostility either. I moved my bookshelf by myself with girl power. Look at you! Good for you! I'm proud of you.
Look down at us. We're on the edge of an abyss. Fear. Can you feel it? I'm not talking about any kind of agoraphobia. I mean the fear of your own thoughts and desires.
I wanna put this all a little lower and the text a little louder. I need even numbers. Okay. Apply. Back to the game.
We've all thought at least once about what lies beyond the line. One step, a brief moment of light, and here's the answer that's been dominating us for so long. It's like an obsession, a mania. It grows every day. Okay, sorry about that, Noir. I'm Robert, for the record.
Hi, Robert.
What about the book?
You're enjoying it? Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Me too. He noticed my stare.
I understand your confusion. Life moves fast and there's so much to do. And if you don't jump over your head, you'll keep floundering in that social ditch where you came from.
Okay. Let's see if it does the same thing it did earlier too. So, you can vote with 1, 2, or 3. Agree if you don't agree. If you don't give your all, you won't get anything. Ask about the reason for his gloomy thoughts. Ask about the book and step a little away from the edge. Jaxie, thank you so much for your contribution to the iPod Pro stream. I appreciate it. Oh, Jaxie, you don't know, but you can vote in chat as well. You can type in 1, 2, or 3, and it will pick you up and put you with the answers. Oh, we're gonna be divided. Oh boy. We're gonna be very divided. Now we don't know at all what's gonna be happening.
Common
And
thoughts
pick the
everyone
second one
has.
right now.
Perhaps not everyone has the courage to voice them, at least to themselves.
Everything was 2 and it just picked 2. But at least this time it picked something. The other one it didn't pick anything at all. I don't even know my consequences. There are no consequences. Just pick a number. It's fine.
I hope I haven't frightened you. People are scared of every rustle nowadays. Cameras on every corner, cops, streetlights illuminate the city so that you don't notice the change of day and night. And people continue to look around cautiously and start to walk faster if there is an unknown person following them.
There are those strange people who can make you feel like crawling into a hot shower or getting drunk. Anything that would keep me from falling asleep with those thoughts and waking up without remembering those conversations. I lifted the collar of my jacket and glanced at my watch. Time flies so fast, I didn't even notice how the tourists left the restaurant and the ladies took their seats. I quickly ran my eyes over and counted 4 of them. Someone was indeed late. Renata watched the scene playfully and seemed even more interested than the girls. Henry waited until all the guys were back and stepped into the center of the room to loudly greet the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, permit me, on this most auspicious of nights, introduce myself. Voila! In view Henry Locke, a humble vaudevillian veteran, and it is with great pleasure that I extend my welcome to this establishment. You will discover no better location within the city to unwind and rejuvenate. A splendid bar, lavish accommodations, authentic decor, and naturally, a delightful staff are here to serve you. I trust you are eager to begin. Allow me to refresh your memory of our guidelines. The ladies have been assigned their respective tables. Each couple shall be granted 10 minutes to converse. You will introduce yourselves, answer inquiries, and then yield the floor to your partner. Traditionally, the ladies initiate the conversation. Is everyone prepared?
That's tradition.
Do any lingering inquiries
Ladies
remain?
start the conversations. Oh boy. It's good that I now know that. I'll never do speed dating.
Please make your way to your tables. And remember to use this time wisely to connect with your potential matches.
Start it. What? Speed dating. I'm not sure if there was an age limit on the event, because the first girl didn't seem to be mature enough, just judging from the looks. She was sitting on the edge of her chair, with her legs tucked up, wrapped in a pink blouse, and her ridiculous round-rimmed glasses pushed up into her face. I tried to push the chair back as slowly as possible. It seemed that any harsh movement might frighten her away. She only responded by crouching and hiding her hands in the sleeve of her blouse. I noticed the fresh scratches on her hands. The conversation at the nearby tables began, and between us, on the other hand, there was an awkward silence. Pay attention to the scratches and ask about the cat. Say hello and introduce yourself. Wait a few seconds and let her start the conversation. Well, she is apparently... traditionally, but we don't have to do it traditionally. The other speed dating game showed us that it can be pretty fun. That is true! Yeah. Oh, right. We did another speed dating. You're right. Hey, memes dealer. Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in and playing along. Speed dating sounds exhausting, having to talk to so many different people in a short amount of time. Yeah. I would not be able to do that. Ask her about her pussy. That is a sound reasoning. Alright, let's see which one it picks. It should pick 3 right now. It does. Maybe it was only a glitch with Henry then. It all seems to be working fine. I don't understand.
My name is Amanda. Oh, don't look at those scratches. My cat Fluffy is sometimes a little too wild while playing, but I still love him.
How is life going? Life is going. No. How is yours? How are you?
I think cats are the cutest animals on the planet. Only my mom disagrees with me. Yesterday my Fluffy climbed into the laundry basket and ruffled all her sweaters and blouses. Boy, oh boy. When he snuggled under my blanky wankies in the morning...
My blanky wankies.
And then,
honey, how old are you?
Screaming and yelling from the potty room. I couldn't stop giggling. Do you have a kitty cat?
Oh, honey. Sure, the only people who don't like cats are those who don't like a cat's taste. Nope, I like dogs better. I do like cats, but unfortunately I'm allergic to them. No, but I have a very warm relationship with my neighbor's cat. Well, I have a dog. So... Lakey wakies is what I would call masturbating in bed. Oh, poor Amanda. Now it's divided. Which one is gonna pick? Thanks to some effort, the communication moved forward. That was great. Oh, I double clicked. I don't know if I missed anything. Really, we needed to keep it moving forward because I couldn't survive a couple more sentences about the cat. Usually you get cats after a breakup or a failed relationship and not before it hasn't even started. Besides cats, what else do you like? How about your goals? Plans for life? Do you have a favorite anime show? That's very specific. Do not ask 3. Well, you set the number 3 and it picked 3. I like games with Twitch integration. It's great. I thought I wouldn't pick it up if it came later in the sentence. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, to be fair, usually it should be up front, right? So if you don't want any of the other numbers, we now know you need to type it all out.
Why do we have to be all grown up and stuff? Like, where even am I? And why do I have to make plans and do math and stuff? Can I just go play and have fun all day? Adulting is so boring.
How old is she? She's like 13. How old am I?
I just recently graduated from high school, and there
Oh
is
boy.
this drama. It's about parents sketching on their son's school life. For example, they've planned for him what job he's supposed to do and where he has to study, without even thinking of his own needs and dreams.
I wonder if we were to get to know our age, if the introducing
He's
worked.
kind. He respects his mom and dad and doesn't dare cross them. So he works at a job he doesn't like and studies against his will, until one day he meets a girl. Then they go to karaoke and she convinces him to sing. He sings for the first time in his life, and he turns out to have a wonderful voice. He realizes
She's a
it's
true
something he
romantic,
truly
though.
loves. I think plans and goals are illusions. We convince ourselves that we control our own destiny, but a chance encounter, one tiny event can change everything.
I agree, but this encounter is more likely to happen on the way to the goal. Sure, we are only drifting with our current fate. Maybe you're right, but sitting and waiting for the grass to grow is not an option either. That is so true. Yeah, my answer is 3. I hope she hates the answer. Also, what is this accent? Almost seems AI generated. I'm not entirely sure if it's AI generated or actual people. Because you only had the English and the Russian option, so maybe it's a Russian accent? Yeah, but did you know the Dutch inventor Gabriel Fahrenheit made a thermometer? Is he Dutch? Because that sounds German. Sure, if you sit at home and watch cartoons all day, this position is very convenient. Actual people, and this is it's a special Amanda accent. So, do all the people who have, like, voiced in the game created a certain accent that they thought was fitting with the person? Or is it just them, like, actual speaking? Like, their actual accent? Because asking... fitting the characters. Yeah, because I cannot do accents. I found that incredible. I can do my own, and that's it. I cannot make another accent. It's a great excuse for being a couch potato. Didn't I think the same way at her age? What is her age? She just graduated high school. How old are you when you graduate high school? Americans, tell me. Tell her you have a lot in common. Tell her she has a nice voice and it is interesting to listen to. Compliment her appearance and the way she dresses. Lean forward and take a cat's hair off her sweater. Got to be brutally honest, I am not a fan of the accent in this, but that's a preference. Definitely a preference. Like, I don't mind a accent, but it also depends highly on the accent we're speaking of. 17, 18? Okay. Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't cover the locker and Fluffy snuck in. I was really scared to come in here.
What locker? And why were you scared?
I was really scared to come in here. I almost ran away when I saw the other girls. I'm the tiniest one here.
Yes. Yes, you are.
By the way,
I haven't
what
seen the
brings you
others,
to speed
but
dating?
I think yes. Hey, it's a day off. Why not try something new? Same as everyone else. Loneliness, the desire to meet a loved one. No reason in particular, but some free drinks, of course. Just saw an ad in the paper. I am sure coincidences are not coincidental. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Wicca. 18 is not an adult. I mean, when we go by the story, it was actually 4. Because we picked up the newspaper and we saw this thing. The bell rang. It was time to change the person I was talking to. I said goodbye to Amanda and wished her good luck. She waved back and headed to the next table. Later, someone in baggy clothes from the local second-hand shop was coming to me. Dyed hair, bangs covered half her face, and an uncaring stare down to the floor. I immediately thought of subcultures that I thought had died out decades ago. Not really, it seemed like. It turned out they were hiding on speed dates. Judging by her pale skin, it was rare for the girl to get out of her sanctuary. I mean, fair, you have like very different perspective of age than you are a certain age. So I guess when you like were 15, you kind of thought 18 was like adult, but it's not. When she sat down across the table, she flashed me a glance and hid her hands in her pockets. All that was missing was a backpack with K-pop band's badges, a fishnet wristband, and a necklace with a space symbol on it.
Hey there.
Hi, I'm Hugh. Okay. Our name is Hugh. That's good to know. Good evening. How are you doing? Hi. Weren't you the one-eyed one in Futurama? No, I don't think she's ugly. No, I don't think she's ugly. And she has purple, and I like purple a lot. You don't like emos? Hmm. That's fair. Then it makes sense. I do. So. Vivi is spilling beans. I mean, I did see a pair of ass on the Steam page, so yeah. Very detailed and informative. And usually they leave all the hardest stuff for the end. I have to figure out something... I have to figure something out ASAP, otherwise the remaining 9 minutes will seem like an eternity for me. Is this game even safe for Twitch? I guess we're gonna find out. Tell her about my trip to the rock concert. Shrug my shoulders and wait for her to continue. Tell her a secret. Ask her why she's so quiet. I kind of want to go with either 1 or with 4. Yeah, let's be nice. I want to see boobs. You don't know if it's gonna be boobs. Could just be ass. What does this one do actually? I haven't tried that yet. View without you. UI. Huh. Oh, okay. No. Undergarments. Exactly.
Whatever.
Alright. So we need to meet 3 more people. Where are you? We're talking to Dana. Oh, that's like a lot. Ibo, hug? Sure. I wonder what question she would not answer this briefly. Don't ask any questions. Spend the remaining remaining minutes in silence. How old are you? Sorry if it's a weird question. What's your desktop wallpaper? What's your favorite music group? Can you check Amanda's age in the menu? We can, yeah, I can go back in a little bit. And I need to find something that she likes talking about, but it's very difficult if she doesn't like give any information.
Followed lol.
Would that be a question? Just how to get rid of people the fastest. Hey, relationships. Amanda. Age is unknown. Yet. Would that be Fallout Boy? A moment later, she asks a question herself.
How do you like people here?
Well, I did like one silent girl. I wonder how I can tell her that. Not really. You're my last chance. There are nice girls, but we are too different. It's like I'm from another world. You mean here or in general? Yeah. Like, this is flirtatious. Let's do this. Is there a command for glumping a person? Nope. How you doing, Slayer Druid? Good to see you. I want to play this and make it gay. I'm not entirely sure if we were allowed to speed date with the guys. But if you want to play a speed dating game where you can be gay, you need to check out 10 Dates. You're okay? Nice. I'm doing fine, thank you. The girl bends over to fix the laces on her sneakers, even though they were perfectly fine.
There's nothing to talk about. Nobody's really gonna like me.
Not if you keep an attitude like that, they won't. Yeah, and of course, you have no idea why, don't you? How can I approach her? I decided to look around, as if ignoring her. Get up and move your chair closer to her. But we managed to keep it up for 8 minutes, didn't we? So we're in the same boat. You say what's on your mind. I mean, it's sincere. That's rare these days. 4. I'm at 4, yeah. I mean, that is true. Definitely. The girl seemed to glance at me for the first time since the conversation began. Because of the lights, or maybe I was just tired, but at the moment she seemed extremely attractive. Yeah, I agree. She has pretty eyes. Her clothes were slightly oversized, her slouching posture and her gothic makeup didn't let me appreciate her looks or her silhouette. Maybe I'm an optimist or a romantic, but I assumed that a slight change in style would make her a worthy competitor to the other girls. And as my dad used to say, morning is the great equalizer. Brings all the ladies to their common denominator. The bell rang, and the men switched tables. For a moment I caught a nostalgic feeling from some time in my school days. The next girl sat down upright, her hand folded on the table, looking at me attentively. No challenge, but rather with curiosity and interest. In a strict suit with a neat high hairdo and a white blouse, button up all the buttons, she gave the impression of the ideal girl to meet my parents. The girl who would modestly and patiently answer her father's inquiries, and who would take it up upon herself to help her mother in the kitchen.
Greetings, my name is Agatha and I work as a doctor. It seems that my previous acquaintance exhausted their collection of medical jokes.
Yeah, she is like perfect wife example.
Although, if you have any humorous stories to share, I'm open to them. My work can always use a bit of levity. Excuse me if I've been rambling about myself. If you don't mind sharing, what is your occupation? Unless you prefer not to discuss it, then we can change the subject.
Yeah, I'm kind of like hoping she would like take the elastic out of her hair and shake it like this and then button down and there's like a leather harness underneath it. Yes. Tell her about my work. Talk about my last visit to the health center. Ask about her hobbies. No. Work is fine. Yeah. I don't know what our occupation is. We missed the introduction. But we figured out our name is you. That's all I know about ourselves. I love the green eyes.
That's truly impressive. It's becoming rare to encounter people who possess the skill to create something with their own hands. It's a magical craft. What are your thoughts on the medical profession?
Today, unfortunately, it is only a way to make money on people who need help. There is no sword that good old whiskey can cure. I don't know. I've had little experience with doctors. I try to take care of my health. The most important profession in the world on an equal scale with a teacher. It's either 3 or 4, yeah. But I think she deserves a compliment. So 4. I think we were working with wood. You know, what one does with a blanky wanky. Oh, man.
An intriguing response. I appreciate your honesty. It's not uncommon for us to be asked to accomplish grand feats.
Feats. Grand feats.
I am a modest individual with no noteworthy qualities. I'm not sure how to do anything else while the world continues to spin around me.
No, I think we were making like a birdhouse earlier, if I remember correctly.
My aspiration is to have enough time to help as many people as possible during my short life. I'm sorry, I've been drawing too much attention to myself again.
She's like Maria Theresa herself. If she says it sincerely, I can go ahead and carve a patterned frame for her portrait right now. I'll hang it in the bathroom and look at it in the morning, reminding myself that there are good people in the world. You gotta be able to keep that kind of gentleness in such a job. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually works as a pediatrician. That would explain a lot. Ask her how she feels about the event. Ask her what brought her to speed dating. Tell her what brought you to speed dating. I'm curious, yeah, how can she not be in a relationship? You think she's got an ego? Oh, not enough ego. Okay. I was like, no, I think she's actually quite nice. You know what we should do? What we haven't done so far yet? It's probably save the game. Since I have the option.
Biology, I guess. Humans are bisocial and herd-like creatures. You always need someone close.
Maybe, yeah. Safe.
Sometimes you just want to lie on the grass to have a calm and easy conversation without having to think about the time and daily life. Don't you ever have such desires?
I can also relax on the grass if only I had someone who could join me. I'm thinking about it every time. Sometimes, but after all, it takes a lot to make a man out of a monkey. I would like to lie on a bed, and preferably not alone. Yeah, it's a little conflicted. I mean, grass is nice, but a bed is more comfy. But yeah, need to touch grass, so. Agata looked away for a moment and I glanced at my watch so she wouldn't notice. She'd think I was just waiting for the bell to ring to get away from her. There was less than a minute left. I needed to squeeze something nice out of myself and end the conversation on a positive note. I needed to squeeze something nice out of myself. Does Aibo touch grass? Not a lot. Not a lot. After talking to you, it was like the clouds cleared and the sun came right through. I guess when you do an ECG, a man's pulse would always be quicker. It's a pleasure to talk to an intelligent person. Thank you. Agatha, you are a very kind and pleasant girl. They're all good. I don't, like this is, like, dang. But also this, I don't know, they're all fine. The amount of correct things Aibo is a book. I mean, I am an open book. You can always see instantly what my opinion of things is. Gada was about to answer, but the bell rang and it was necessary to change the pair again. Boo. I think Blanky Wanky is now a thing and I was not expecting that to be a thing. Oh my god. Also, I am not clicking. Why does it keep moving? I thought I stopped that from happening. Gracefully sat on the chair with her leg up, deliberately moving. Okay, wait. It took a tremendous amount of strength for me to turn my gaze away. The girl had her hands clasped around her knee and played with her slipper. For some reason, I imagined a weasel hypnotizing her victim with a intricate dance. Thinking about it, I almost knocked my chair over. If she noticed my awkwardness, she did not show it. She changed. Hey, the thing is not like it. Okay. When I sat across the table, she tapped her fingernails on the table and pulled up her wine glass. There was an ocean of femininity lingering in her big brown eyes, which made me forget that I needed to start a dialogue. Say hello and introduce yourself. Wink at the bartender so she pours a glass for you as well. Remove one of the candles burning in the chandelier and place it in the center of the table. Make a compliment. You think she's a cougar? I mean, you thought that the other girl didn't have enough ego. I think she has maybe too much. So they should like mix, and then it's good. A cougar, yeah. She's a chef. Vivi is giving us all the intel. No, she can make a meal out of me anytime.
It seems you ignited a flame between us right from the start. Linda Blackwood. Yes, that's my name. But don't let the sweet smile fool you. I'm not just another pretty face. And I have better things to do than waste my time on small talk and boring parties. It's been quite some time since I've been on a date, I must say.
Blackwood, that's a good name for a male porn actor. Yep, definitely. Wrong guy to ask. This is my first time here as well. Let's improvise. Now the ladies pay for dinner themselves, and apparently sex after the date is obligatory. Let's start with the trivial. Hobbies, interests. We need to find common ground. Weather, politics, working routine, anything other than that. I need to go quickly into the settings though, because the text feels suddenly... Yeah, why is it back to auto reads? I didn't go into the settings and change this. All of a sudden it just skipped back to auto read. A year? That's not too bad. 2, we're all or nothing. Now the pretty ladies pay for dinner themselves. Yeah, I mean, she kind of... I think she might be okay with just taking things off. Did you apply after setting it to the other one? You press apply. I pressed apply at the beginning of the stream. So yes, I did. So it was on auto read. And we put it back to skip. I did. Proof is right here. Because it's not moving for a while now. But it wasn't auto read, so we put it on skip because I cannot read that fast. And then with the previous girl, all of a sudden it went back to auto reads, even though we didn't go into the settings to change it.
Let's discuss something a bit more stimulating, shall we? We are both adults here.
Maybe. Maybe it switched back after saving? I don't know. Maybe. But, you need to unpress the double and the 1 in dialogue bubble. Yeah. But I have not pressed any of these. They are underneath the webcam, I know, but I haven't pressed any of these. Is Ipo haunted? I am, actually. Yeah.
Do you have tattoo? I have a tattoo. Wanna guess what it looks like?
I think you have a tramp stamp. You are insanely beautiful without tattoos. Maybe an animal? Is it a panther? The Queen of Spades. Is it a lily? I think the Queen of Spades fits her. But also panther. Just like a little patch of like the panther skin somewhere. Ace of Spades is better anyway, definitely.
No, that was cold. That was really freezing. I hope you'll be a little smarter next time.
Okay, calm down.
But of course I'm not going to tell you what kind of tattoo I actually have. And you certainly won't know there it is.
It's a tramp stamp.
But this promises to be a very long night indeed, with countless possibilities.
Or it's on the front somewhere.
I had no idea there this morning would take me. This is my first time on a group date after all. But enough about that. Let's focus on more intimate matters. Do you remember your first time, my love?
Alright. Prom, slow dancing music, and then the girl whose briefcase you've been carrying. What? You might have been the only one I've been waiting for all these years. No, not really. Not really, I was drunk and there were camera flashes clicking everywhere. Blackwood turns out to be our male porn star name. This is personal, I don't think we're that close yet. No, fuck that. TMI is not a thing here. We're spilling beans. Panther coming out of a cave? Exactly, something like that. You, Blackwood. That is our official name now. You, Blackwood. Carpenter by day, male porn star by night. Linda faked a yawn and reached up, stretching her arms upward, causing her breasts to pull up her dress of the finest silk chiffon, threateningly tight. Oh, you did that on purpose. I tried with all my power to think of something as trivial as possible to distract me and keep my mind sober. Linda lifted her glass with 3 fingers and took a tiny sip of wine. She licked the edge of her lips, savoring the last taste of the rich drink while looking at me. I noticed the perfect semi-oval mark on the glass matching the outline of her dark red lipstick. Touch your fingers without taking your eyes off her. Pretend you're not paying attention to her tricks. Look her in the eyes with a challenge and withstand her gaze back. Chuckle and smile at her body movements. She wants you, Blackwood. Yeah, I think this girl is used to getting everything she wants with movements like that. She's just there for a one-night stand. The bell rang and I, trying to maintain gallantry, thanked Linda for the conversation. How quickly time flew by. Was this the 5th girl already? Maybe I just got too carried away with the previous gorgeous girl. Is it finally happening? I mean, since you guys don't seem to like her, I'll keep her occupied for an evening. Have fun, Dennis. She's all yours. This game is great. Yes, I love this. Play hard to get with her or she'll lose interest. Yep. No. She had, like, because of the little dot right here, like the mole, which is a beauty mark. But whenever someone has, like, this beauty mark right here, I'm already like, you have, like, a mean girl thing going on. There's a solution for that. I might use this to help me in my search. No, totally. Go for it. These are all very useful and accurate tips. Like, if we're gonna pick girls, I don't know what's here then. I want Dana. Or, no, Renata. I want Renata. Renata seemed fun too. Right, I need to pull myself together. The girl in the cap, which is exactly what I would call her. Appeared before me. It was the first thing that caught my eyes. Also, whenever someone has a mole in their face, it reminds me of the Austin Powers scene. Does anyone else really wear such piece of clothing? Usually girls try to show off their hair. I've even heard that a beautiful hairstyle is a sort of a sex drive for some men. She has it all hidden right now. Was that really the way she wanted to appear on her dates? I mean, Renata seemed really fun. I like the looks of Dana. And I think the doctor, I forgot her name, is just too perfect to be true to be wife material. But again, I'm still hoping that she has like a leather harness wearing under her blouse, and then when she pulls the thing from her hair, she like waves it. And if she was wearing a glasses, would like have it like there, like a little naughty secretary type of thing. She looked very athletic and self-assured. You're the weirdest girl here. No. The child is that. But feels like you're something special. Say hello and introduce yourself. The silence is going on for too long. My name is... This is hardly the best place for a headdress. No, that's just rude. Let's just introduce. We don't know how she's gonna react. Just introduce. You should write books. Me? Why?
I'm Amelia. Nice to
Is a
meet
story
you.
writer for the game?
You don't really look like someone who dates a lot.
That scenario should be in there. Hey, maybe it is. We don't know. I'm really nice to meet you. Well, you don't really look like someone who dates a lot. Sorry, that was tackling something. Okay. I have a soft spot for these sporty girls. Are you now switching Amelia for the tramp stamp girl?
Okay, how about I tell you about myself first? I'm a former professional athlete. Now I work as a fitness instructor in downtown city. Next time you are downtown, come by and I will show you what a proper workout looks like.
I think Dennis is convinced. No, she doesn't even deny that she didn't come here to date. What strange accent does she have? But she is right, in fact. I, too, came here by chance. If you compare me to her, she's even better at playing the role of the occasional attendee than I do. You're impossible to please. How long have you been dating like this? I came here to socialize with other people. I feel we are alike. I think dating can be a good time. 2 or 4, actually. Oh, we're all very divided. Dang.
Only if there is time to spare. Has that free bar really affected the event that much? To be honest, I'm not attracted by any of the guys. A guy comes on a date with headphones on. All the girls appreciate is when I can listen to them.
You're right. And, the emo goth girl, that was like a close second. Also, oh, Dennis, speaking of the girl from 10 Dates. A while back I was watching a show on Netflix, and she was playing in that show. I was like, I know her! I know her from a game! Which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah. It was the Netflix show Red Rose. And she unfortunately didn't have a big part, but she was actually the lead girl's mom, but she killed herself, so we didn't really see her a lot.
The other one kept telling me for like 10 minutes that he was forced to come here. The guy in red is just a joke. Although someone might like this kind of guy, I could see that. And the handsome guy in grey kept silent most of the time. You were the first one to really talk to me, at least.
It only made it even scarier to talk to her. It feels like walking through a minefield. Not sure I asked her to calm the situation. What kind of woman do you like? If I were your husband, how many children would you like to have for us to have? What kind of man do you like? Do you like any professional sport? I mean, looking at the way she dressed, she probably does. Yeah, one might also give something great.
Me? Well, of course, I used to be the state champion runner. Now I work as a fitness instructor and I started to do boxing. So come over to my workouts and you'll see it for yourself. And anyway, I want to know something about you too. Like, what do you do for a living?
I'm a bodybuilder. No, we're not. Which is something you could definitely benefit from. I work as a fitter. I do everything with my own hands. I'm a serial killer looking for a victim right now. Don't joke about that. That is the actual plot of this game. Oh, maybe we are the serial killer. Bye, Wicca. We don't know who, though.
Oh, right. Do you happen to need a companion? I know a good place to bury them.
Twist. I was not expecting her to answer like that. Alright, alright.
Oh, we are just running out of time. Thanks for meeting me.
That was cut and right. We still had a little time, but she clearly let me know that the conversation was over. She turned half slightly and glanced at the other couples who were having lively conversations. Remain silent. Yes, in the company of yours, time just flies by. Hope to see you again. Yes, it was nice for me too. The dates ended and the guys and girls, as if they were in a high school gym class, went their separate ways. Oh, we can... Ooh. Okay, the... Ooh, the lip. The close-ups are so good. Except for you. I don't like you. We haven't seen boobs yet. No. Who do we want to have another conversation with? It's not... Definitely not Amanda. What, you wanna do... You wanna go back to Amanda? No, I don't think this is it. Remember, this is a detective game, right? People are gonna die. Better safe. Okay, thank you. We're doing safe! We're okay. Calm down. I did. I saved. What is a safe? Is it a bar? Just say Renata. Renata is of age, though. I want to go to Dana, because dang, Dana. You're just too pretty. Yep. It's gonna be Dana. Without wasting time, I headed for Dana. Try not to meet the eyes of the other girls. With her gaze, she pointed me to a fray table so that we could continue our acquaintances. Dana extends her arms forward in a traditional stop gesture. I suppose the answer is clear. I wonder if there was an option in which she would have decided differently. On the other hand, an awkward conversation was avoided. That's a good thing, at least. No, you cannot... Okay, I want to go to the bar then. I don't really want to have anything to do with the boys. Like, Renata, she's just standing there and waiting. She has a drink in her hand, you know? You can reload? Oh, is that why you needed the save? Alright, that's save slot 2. So that we can pick another girl. But I mean, now we can go to the Renata, because I was conflicted between those two anyway. They will talk to you if you could have good karma points with them. And can you only get the good karma points while having the speed dating conversation, or can you also get them still after all of this? It didn't seem to be my day. I didn't click. And it's doing it again. The guys who didn't have a date apparently weren't too upset, so they got into a lively dialogue among themselves. I didn't want to be a part of it, so I headed towards Renata. It seems to be whenever you save, all your settings go back to where it was.
Good evening. Yes, you've been here in my bar over and over. Where were we then?
See, now it's back to
Love,
auto read. I
sex,
wanted to have on skip
relationships?
apply. Back to game.
No worries, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. You look so sour.
That was totally meant for you, Ross. How's it going with the art? While the game will go long? Okay, cool.
I'm a too damn good as bartender. Are my customers allowed to feel sad? No way. We'll get it back on your feet in no time. Whiskey? Or perhaps some cocktail? You know, those drinks with a little umbrella thing right on top.
I would like a cocktail. Please and thank you. Let me ask you something. Do you go on dates yourself? Do you have tea or juice? No. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a nice cocktail. Just whiskey will do. I want a cocktail. Apple teeny, please. Easy on the teeny. We're totally JD. I was looking at it, and that is incredible. That is absolutely gorgeous. No cocktail for Ibo today. Boo, spoil sports.
If we're here as a rival, ain't no shoddy coming here. Be sure. Henry would kick me right out.
I'm sorry, Robin, but you need to wait a little while longer before we can share what's going on. It needs to arrive at the person before I can share. So I'm sorry.
Let me get you a drink, and here's a joke for you, honey. A gorilla walks into a bar, throws in a $20 bill and says, "Sup? Let me have a martini, brother."
I feel like that should come after this. Yeah. So the joke already started without the dialogue being there. Now I need a rainbow and a snack. Ooh, talking about snacks, I want a snack too. I have 3 options because I got an American package in today with snacks. Ugh. Since we're doing chat decides today anyway, you guys can pick a mega Oreo, a Christmas tree cake, or a honey bun. Put your answers in chat with 1, 2, 3. 3. Honey bun has 1 vote. The huge Oreo, 1 for that. Okay. You're torn between. How do you eat Oreos? It's been years since I've eaten an Oreo. But I like twist one top off so I can easily bite into it because otherwise it squirts all over, like through the sides. 2 for Oreo. 3 for Oreo. If this was a date, I'd say I have no snacks at home. Care to come to my place so I can nibble on you? Ooh, my. Oreos? Alright. Oreos seems to be having the high vote. Oh, it has an easy rip-off thingy on top. Okay, not easy, but it has a rip-off thing. Oh, and it sticks back. Oh, this is some good design, yo. Alright. Alright. Push this back. Alright, or only if we get to see the square. No, that's probably the reason why Robin voted me to not do that. It's like eating a tompoes. I do the same way then as well.
The bartender goes nuts seeing that gorilla has money for a drink. Starts to pour the drink. Thinks, this gorilla ain't smart. I ain't gonna give it no change. It ain't gonna notice nothing anyways.
Yeah, if I leave my snacks downstairs, Keelan will eat all my snacks. Not fair.
The gorilla drinks and drinks. Clock's ticking. The bartender says, "Yo, gorillas don't often show up in this neighborhood, you know?" "No shit, maybe because I changed $20 for a damn martini."
Sorry for the ASMR. I could have muted, but forgot. But yes, one, definitely. I smiled and wanted to talk more, but Henry broke into the conversation.
Oh my. It seems the evening didn't transpire as expected for you. I would love to hear your feedback on the event as a whole. How did you find the ladies? What were the highlights and low points of the evening for you?
What he's saying doesn't add up with what's been typed here. Main thing is that I found myself, and the rest is of no importance. Free drinks coupled with such an attractive bartender. How can you say to that evening was not a success? Yes, I love it. I would definitely recommend it to my friends. No. 2. Definitely 2. Not 3 now? No, no, no. Hey, I'm Dutch. How can you say 3 instead of 2? Free drinks. Come on. Gotta pay to play sometimes. I mean, we didn't necessarily truly wanted to be here at first anyway. My evening was going as well as possible. I couldn't even imagine that I could love it. Looking around the restaurant, I glanced briefly at the TV. An urgent news broadcast was on. Henry turned up the volume, attracting the others. Everyone stopped talking and turned their attention to the screen. According to the weather reports, a cyclone of unprecedented severity had struck us. A squall of wind had blown down the coast, knocking out power lines, and huge waves had swept ships ashore. Hundreds of people were left without power, and we, according to the map, were only on the edge of the cyclone, so a dozen miles away from the epicenter of the storm. But even here, the coastal areas were flooded. Probably. I mean, you have to enter the speed dating, right? So you have to pay a fee. I want to befriend that cat. I've already clicked on this cat for the achievement. I saw how Justin take out his phone and try to call. No luck. The rest did the same. Now it was obvious to everyone that we were cut off from the world. So we have to take advantage of Henry's hospitality and wait out the storm here. The room immediately became full of heated discussion until Renata drew everyone's attention with the clinking of glasses.
Yo, sweethearts, may I have your attention, please?
Henry spread his enormous hands in a reassuring gesture.
There is absolutely no reason to be alarmed. We needn't worry. As far as we possess a self-contained power generator that will ensure we won't stay without electricity. The antenna is holding up well, and this abode can withstand any storm.
Big feet too, right?
Your automobiles are safeguarded from the wind, so they will remain unscathed. There is ample place for all of us, and Renata will make sure we don't go hungry. Am I correct, Renata?
Yeah? Now listen. I'ma go to the kitchen, and if anyone is allergic to any stuff, be kind to tell Aunt Renata now, okay? Alrighty then. Hey Henry, you're the boss.
It is quite perplexing that I haven't terminated your employment yet.
Why?
Well, I'm a sweet babe.
As returned from an artwork rainbow and snack getting. Welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen, while our esteemed chef is preparing dinner, I shall attend to the guest rooms. Oh, and by the way, there is a cozy fireplace in that corner over there.
Move the chair to the fireplace. Go to the kitchen and help Renata. Oh. We can have some alone time with Renata. Get in that kitchen. Yes, sir. Thank you, and I got to say it was fun hearing the eyebow sounds without seeing the game. That you not even took a glance when we were talking about blanky winkies. I had to peek here and there, yes. Yeah. Cat! I clicked on the cat. The achievement sound was not for that. Renata, in a cute apron, was wielding a kitchen knife at some unfathomable speed. In a matter of moments, the vegetables were transformed into neat piles of cubes and circles. I thought you might need some help. There's 11 of us out there, and you're all alone. Nice. Counter is mostly cleared already. Exactly.
Thanks for the offer, sugar. But I'm a real boss in the kitchen. Got it all under control. But I ain't opposed to some good conversation. Pull up a stool over there.
But it can really help. Peel potatoes or anything else, you know. I'm not used to having a rest while others are working.
Alright then. Let me skip the part when I'm gonna argue with you and just give in to what you want. There's a cutting board hanging there, and the knives are in the top drawer. You cut me an onion, please.
Okay, just give me a minute. I took off the cutting board and stood next to Renata. Do you always skip the nerdy and unnecessary parts? Sounds like an everyman's dream.
If that was a shitty way of foreplay, of course not. Boy, you're dreaming. And what the hell was that tone? I look that old?
Top drawer? I feel like I've gotten better at it because you guys make me say it so many times. No, you don't. Oops, not at all. Just being polite. I didn't.
Just kidding. Yeah, go ahead and work with your hands, or the pleb's gonna go hungry. Snip, snip.
May I ask you a question? Why did you become a bartender? Aluminium? If I like do it fast and not think about it too much, it goes better.
I love chemistry at school. You mix all kinds of stuff in
Minimum.
those little bottles.
Aluminium is fine, but minimum is such a problem.
Same in the kitchen, but it smells good and
That makes no fucking
you know,
sense. Why aluminium is okay, but minimum is not. Minimum. Now try aluminium then. Aluminium. Fine. I put the knife aside. Was that okay? Minimum. Aluminium. Minimum. I think I got better at that too. Wasn't it like medium at first? I'm not sure anymore. Used to be a problem. Maybe it's getting less now. Need to catch her on new words. Yeah. You've been teasing me too many times with these. I've gotten okay with it. They got suspiciously quiet. I'll be right back. I want to click on the cat.
Listen,
Ooh.
where is Linda? I already checked upstairs, but I can find her anywhere. The car is still parked out there too.
Meow. Hereditary, it's not a real word.
You got me there. Let's come for a second. It's 12, right?
But when the dates were over, she was standing right there in the corner with the rest of us.
Hurdy-dirty.
I exactly remember it.
Who saw her last? I mean, some of us had tried to leave by car earlier, but came back afterwards. Didn't she go with any one of you?
Let's think this through. She ain't in a building, but her car is still here. That means she must be outside somewhere, right?
Oh, we got Sherlock Holmes here.
Henry slapped the door.
She isn't on the porch. With this inclement weather, only a lunatic would venture outside.
She could have gotten lost. And it's cold and scary out there. We gotta save her now.
I don't understand why your mom let you go here alone. How did you even get here? By bike?
I've got flashlights in my car. I'll go look for her. Who'll join me?
I'm with you on that one. The tracks might be gone, but I know this area like the back of my hand. Nowhere to hide around here.
Spartan Law, we will stand and fight and die.
Keep Carol, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. I need to figure out who exactly you are, because you definitely have gotten through a name change. Oh, okay. Hi. Yes. Now I cannot call you Diver anymore. Now it's just gonna be Keep Carol. Thank you so much for the resub. How are you doing? Long time no see. How you been? You're good? Nice. I'm glad to hear that. You look thirsty? I will take a sip of my drink. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Oh, and everyone else needs to drink too. We're doing a group hydrate. If I look thirsty, you look thirsty too. Yeah, you can now not only make me drink, Keep Carol, but you can't make everybody drink. Plus, you also now need to drink. Dennis insists on it. On your second real drink? What is Seth's real drink? No, you can. No, you misheard me. You can. But you can also make everybody else drink. And Dennis made you drink now. Because it says, y'all look thirsty. That means everyone. But your ass? Ooh.
Find something else to worry about. She'll just get a little more wet than usual.
Oh, you meant the weather. Yeah, no, you're right.
Maybe she slipped and fell, or perhaps she fell off a cliff. It's cold and rainy outside. Does anyone have an umbrella or raincoat to lend?
Jingle ale? Is that different from ginger ale? Is that like the Christmas version?
One moment. Let me see if I can find some raincoats. If memory serves me right, there should be 6 of them.
Oh, you didn't even notice. Okay. So that's not a real drink then. Okay. I'm kind of upset that Jingle Ale isn't an official Christmas drink. We need to patent that.
6? Perfect. We can bring along for more people then.
It is now. The Color League's official Jingle Ale.
I am in. I just wish I had some other boots.
I do believe I can lay my hands on a few.
I don't really think you have that in a size 24 for this kit. Stay inside, go on a search with the others. I mean, it's cold and there are already a lot of people outside and I didn't really care for Linda anyway. So, yeah, let's stay inside. Inside seems like a good option. Besides, someone needs to keep Renata company, right? Let them search. We stay with the good girls. Exactly. A spiked jingle ale. The green, no, she isn't. She went outside to search. I think basically everybody went outside except for us. Cat! I didn't want to go anywhere, risking my health for the sake of another person has never been in my principles. Staying in the warmth, me and some girls sat down by the fireplace. The wood crackling and the petals of the flames calmed us quickly. Only Renata was rubbing the edge of her apron in anticipation and casting worried glances out the window. The weather was awful, but here in the chair you forgot all about that. You only thought about how much you wanted to hurry up to the second floor and just go to bed. Leaving all worries for tomorrow. Go to help Henry. Enough adventures for myself. Go to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen! That's probably where Renata is. Right? She did. I don't know if it's a she, but yeah. The cat did. Definitely. Was it the Whiskas commercials, right? Felix! Felix the cat! Yeah, you're right. Not Whiskas. Plus, I don't know if my click on the kitchen cat came through or not. Let's go find a snack. Yeah, because Jaxie is drunk and she has the munchies right now. She drank too much jingle ale. The commercials were even in black and white too. That's true. 4! 4 is the secret option Vivi didn't tell us about. I felt ashamed that I was sitting idle by while others were fighting the elements for a noble cause. Albeit a futile one, I decided at least to prepare a warm welcome for them on their return. So I went to the kitchen, where I found Renata washing the dishes. Renata did the dishes. That's, yeah, you said that. Do you have a thermos or a thermal mug? Can you make a tea for our seekers in advance? I thought we should make tea for everyone in advance. Yeah. Not like commands, just tell her that like he had an idea. Yeah. Don't be here. Like There, like, here is fine on the floor. We're all in this together.
I can tell you live solo, baby. Got that empty vibe all up in here. We definitely need some brew to warm things up. And we gotta do it quick, cause it's a damn horror show outside. Tea, right? It's in the top drawer. Over there.
When I opened the door of the drawer, I saw a whole scattering of different teas, neatly packed in translucent jars.
Grab the one in the middle with them big ass tea bags.
With them
Yeah,
big ass
that's
tea
the one.
bags.
With the citrus. Me and Amanda already tried it today.
Green tea calms and citrus tones.
You look like you know your way around tea, huh? These coffee machines and vending machines trying to take all my customers away from me.
The kettle boiled. Renata wiped her hands on her apron, poured some of the contents of the jar into the clay teapot, and poured the teapots with boiling water. I noticed that her hands were shaking slightly, though Renata seemed like a very sturdy woman.
Alright, after a couple minutes or so, pour the tea in thermos and brew another batch.
Maybe just let him brew more for strength? The same tea for the second use? Fine. Should I add sugar or sweets? No, I think people should do that on their own. Yeah. Either one or two. Depends on how you like your tea, though. That's different for everyone, isn't it? But I mean, options would be good too. I'd say two.
No doubt. There's that fancy Chinese tea, baby. And any loose leaf tea worth its weight gotta get brewed at least twice. We gotta keep ourselves fat and hydrated. Know what I'm saying? Who knows how long we'll be stuck here.
The monologue was interrupted by a rumble from the hallway. Someone must have stumbled into the room, opening the door with their foot so that it hit the wall with force. Renata and I left the tea brewing and went out to see who was causing the noise. We gotta keep ourselves hydrated, yes. Yes, we do. I expect everybody to participate. The door swung open again and Robert pounded in, letting in the cold air. He was very pale, and his knotty, trembling fingers struggled to unbutton the buttons on his raincoat. It was only by the look of fright on his face that I realized he wasn't shivering from the cold at all. I looked at Henry with a glance. He must have sensed something wrong, too. Something that was easy to think about, but so hard to say out loud. The rest of us knew it, too. The terrible thoughts seemed to be transmitted telepathically between us, plunging the cozy living room into an oppressive darkness. The pause of silence stretched the moment into eternity.
She's dead.
I took a water shot this time. Good. His words went unanswered. We stood in silence until Amelia began a parade of banal reactions.
If it's a joke, it's idiotic.
Dead.
Dana seemed happy about it. She slowly gurgled the word, as if tasting it with her tongue.
How? What happened? Can we help her?
She's dead! I don't think so.
It's too late. She's been stabbed. Multiple stab wounds. Most likely stab wounds. She can't
What
be
do you mean,
helped.
most likely?
Crimson Storm is a good headline.
Dana, please have some compassion. The man has passed away.
The man? Wasn't it Linda? Was she a transvestite? I think this is supposed to be a woman. Oh, okay.
Rest in peace, little one.
Henry went behind the bar and pulled a fat cigar from somewhere under the counter. I'd only smoked a cigar like that once before. I was helping a neighbor with some repairs and his relatives from Cuba and had sent him a box of tobacco. One puff made me cough like I had a sore throat. I haven't been near a smokehouse since. Henry let out an asymmetrical puff of smoke and glanced around the room. His keen eyes scrutinized everyone. Everyone was in a state of shock. Death. No, murder. This is not the date night we imagined.
I'm not sure, but I remember.
Grote flamingo! Oh, my webcam.
Parking lot. We are not alone in this trap.
Oh, we can fix it. So that's good. There you go.
So, they didn't leave.
Well, technically they left. They left the world.
It's possible that some of the tourists decided to stay on the island.
So the killer is out there, and we're safe here.
It doesn't mean anything.
There really are a lot of tourists here, and locals often walk along the coast and look at the lighthouse. But that's a murderess.
Startled by what she heard, Amanda swallowed her saliva with difficulty. The boys, on the other hand, continued their remarks.
He or they may have intentionally stayed here.
He or they. It's not even the option of a she. Everyone looked questioningly at Robert.
Hey, weirdo. Are you blind that the murderer stayed on the island on purpose?
No need to panic.
That is right. The hurricane trapped us in an unfamiliar place. We barely know each other. I think this is the perfect hunting ground.
Oh gosh.
Nagata came up and hugged Amanda, who was terrified. It made me uncomfortable too, knowing that someone had killed Linda. On top of that, she was killed in the dozens of meters from us. I looked around. It was obvious that the killer is more likely one of us than someone wandering in the dark outside. Even a crazy man would not commit atrocities in such a hurricane.
Maybe it's a maniac or a serial killer.
Emilia sat blankly, sat on the sofa by the fireplace. There's one too many "sat" in there. Her gaze slowly slid around the room, looking at us.
He's what?
Freddy Krueger.
He waited this weather and stayed on the island on purpose to slaughter everyone?
Yes. I don't rule out a planned murder. The weather and the setting will make the investigation very difficult, and the rain will wash away all the evidence.
When he said that, he smiled and fixed his hair. He showed us that he knows better than we do how to behave in such situations. Suddenly, Emilia creaked up from the couch and walked to the center of the room.
So, what do we do now?
Is she in the dirt there?
Dana pointed her hand in the direction of the wall behind, which was the smoking room.
Yeah, that girl is in the smoking room. Can we move the body?
No way! I understand that it's a scary situation, however. If she was killed, it's a crime scene, and we better stay away from it.
Exactly. To the police, we'd all be suspects. There could be fingerprints, footprints, anything. And we
I
certainly
mean, if
can't
it's in the
touch
smoking
body and
house.
take it anywhere.
The other two dudes were in there. I was in there.
It's not a body, she is a living person. Her name is Linda, and I spoke with her just an hour ago.
But she's dead. So it's a body. Victim.
Agatha, I understand you. But we can't help her and will only complicate the investigation.
And you're a doctor, you know this, right?
Alexander, as a former military man, could have inspected the corpse. By the way, where did he go?
Why do people ask questions they know the answer to? Renata came to the window as if she could see something in the gloom of night. Amanda looked awkwardly under the table as if Alexander might just be playing hide and seek with us. Oh, Amanda. Amelia sat with her feet up on the couch and started looking in her bag. A second later, she pulled out her gum and stood up, heading straight out the door. The rest of us were scattered. I guess they, too, need time to digest the news. Like me. Stairs, kitchen, go outside. Is Renata still in the kitchen? I just want to talk to Renata. Kitty. When I entered the kitchen, I found Renata sitting on a chair, staring at nothing. She looked worried. Speak with Renata. Ask about the murder. Have you seen the missing person? Speak with Renata. Just talk to her. Leave Renata onto the counter. Just type 4. Maybe there's a hidden thing in there. Renata turned her attention to me and asked curiously,
You looking for something?
"Can I have some water? How do you feel? Wanted to complain about the spoiled food? I would like to have a drink." Oh, 2. And what about the tea that we made? I'll take that whiskey now. Yeah. You should check out Neocap, maybe. Neocap? Kind of similar to this one. Choice based and shit. Let's see. I actually forgot about the tea. Oh! Well. Neocap.
I'm feeling broken and depressed. I can't even wrap my hand around how someone could take the life of a little girl who had so much ahead of her.
I've added it to my wish list to just check out later. Visual novels just like this are often quite cozy and chill, just like the coffee time games. Yeah. But I also thought, like a while back, we were playing like the Midnight Witch. Same thing. The police will find the killer.
Who's gonna get justice? What are you talking about? Every year, countless girls get murdered and their killers never get caught. And don't even get me started on all the rapes that go unreported. I know what I'm talking about. If we don't find the culprit today, that little girl's death will just become another statistic.
It sounds like you're talking from experience, Arnie. That we need to figure out together how this happened.
That's why I'm so damn upset. I didn't keep tabs on who she was living with. Justin was on my radar all night, but the others...
Oh, do you have a little thing for Justin?
Where you were when she was killed.
Thank you for your contribution to the iPop Raw stream. I appreciate it. Renata wiped her hands, calmly walked upright, and reached for the jar on the topmost shelf, which she had to lift up her toes. I felt like I was part of a cunning plan, for I had nowhere to retreat to. What do you mean? I shifted slightly to the side, trying to avoid unnecessary contact.
Here it is, the little rascal. It's green tea with some citrus bits. Emilia and I tried it out earlier.
Yeah, you told me that earlier. That's why we made the tea. But wasn't that in the top drawer somewhere? I had enough karma. For what? Oh, she yeah, now that you mention it, it kind of looks like pink. You will see. Oh, okay. Why move out of the way? Lean into it, damn it. A little more spicy. I looked at Renata. She seemed even more caring to me now. Green tea suits, but citrus stones. I feel like we've already had this conversation.
You look like you know your way around tea, huh? These coffee machines and vending machines trying to take all my customers away from me.
It's the exact same conversation. Renata puts the kettle on the stove and poured some of the contents of the jar into the clay teapot. When I entered the kitchen, I found Renata sitting on a chair, staring at nothing. She looked worried. Huh? What happened? We just did the same thing twice. And now we have different things. I don't think something's not entirely right? Yeah. That's okay. At least you're here to figure it out, right? 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 It ought to be different text. Yeah, because this exact same conversation we've already had. The same dialogue with the other two options that we didn't pick. Well, leave wasn't in the other options earlier. Did you see which way Alexander went?
Nah, I hope he just lost or something. But what if he had something to do with the girl that got killed?
I thought of that too, but she was gone before he went looking for her with us. When I entered the kitchen, I found Renata sitting on a chair, staring at nothing. She looked worried. I feel like we kind of have to ask or do a certain thing. This part of investigation, you'll have a chance to check it every time, but the conversation was bugged. Oh, okay. Yeah, she just keeps going to sit back down. No. Looks like she isn't down to play, indeed. Yeah, we are Hugh Blackwood. Carpenter by day. Male porn star by night. Renata, have you seen who Linda left with?
Nah, I wasn't paying attention. Justin was giving me a hard time and ordering drinks like there's no tomorrow.
So you were in the restaurant at the time of the murder?
I was in the kitchen and the restaurant at the same time. Multitasking like a boss.
Then I entered the kitchen and found Renata sitting on the chair, staring at nothing. She looked worried. And now we can only leave. Okay. Let's go back then. Go outside, kitchen, stairs. So we can just talk to all these people. I went out to the backyard to look for Amelia. But it was hard to see anything in this weather. The peals of thunder split the sky and it took my breath away. Where could she have gone in this weather? I should actually, save at some point. And then go to... Yeah, see? If you save, it goes automatically back to the auto read. So, skip. Back to the game. During the day, he's a simple carpenter. During the night, he uses his hard wood in a different way. Exactly. So, the body was in the smoking lounge, right? Would it be a good idea to go there now? Probably not. Let's talk to people. Because Justin wasn't there. Where? Oh, right. Actually, Alexander might actually be... I don't know. Where is Alexander? Oh, we can also go here. Oh, that's where Henry is. Okay. So, Ivo, as a professional streamer, what is your opinion about the game so far? I like it. It has a lot of fun dialogue options. I like the art style as well. The door to the garage was ajar. Before that, I saw Henry go in there. I decided to follow him. When I got here in the afternoon, the SUV was in the parking lot, but now it's in the garage. Yeah, but when we walked around the thing, the car was already here. As a non-professional streamer, same thing. 90 endings? Holy shit. Please don't tell me that every single ending is a separate achievement. "90 endings. Dang, that's dedication. Holy shit. Henry's large figure was hanging around the truck. When he saw me, he immediately closed the trunk. Henry looked at me. Okay. I want to now know what's in the trunk because that's a little bit of suspicious. And you shouldn't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Every time you start over a new game, you got different murderer and depends on your answers, different dead people. Oh, okay. Yeah, that are a lot of options. Robin, it's been over the 3-hour mark. How are you with points? Okay. Okay. I mean, you get 300.
Can I help you?
Yeah, no, it's not enough. Slayer Dude, thank you so much for your contribution to the iBabra stream. I appreciate it. Can I help you? His question sounded weary. No, it's just passing by. Thought maybe you need some help? With the dead body that's in your trunk? Sorry. That was a weird sound. I was like holding my head and it didn't really came out. That was just a weird sound. I've had better.
I am grateful to hear that she is doing well.
Who? Who is doing well? I asked about if you could use some help. Or do you mean she is the car? Henry slammed the hood of the car and looked at me in disbelief. I thought you were at the trunk.
I cannot help but detect a faint knocking sound whilst driving. Though it is likely a figment of my imagination.
No, it's probably the body in your trunk. For Henry, she used the car. Yeah, okay. The man waved his hands and walked towards me as he approached. It was as if he was looking right through me. I stepped back and bumped the back of my head against a shelf of tools as he came closer. He removed 2 boxes from the shelf, in which he picked at me long and fruitlessly.
If it would be too much trouble, I would be indebted to you for your assistance.
What help?
I perceive that you are quite capable, huh? Given the present circumstances, I implore you to keep an eye on the others.
You don't trust the other guys?
Not only the man, but the women as well. We cannot afford any further mishaps, if you catch my drift.
You're talking like me, like I know about you killing. Yes, I understand. Armed with a charming smile, he extended his huge hand towards me. I held out my hand in return, and Henry shook it at me.
How gracious of you.
Already with a smile, said Henry. He's so fast at changing emotions. Creepy. Henry headed for the restaurant. After standing alone for a while, I followed. I went back to the front door. Okay, I want to go to the smoking lounge. Oh, Amelia. Hi. I decided to talk to her on distracted topics. She's probably just as uncomfortable with the situation as the rest of us. Talk to Amelia, ask about the murder. Did you see where Alexander went? $11.90. But Doesn't it need to be a little more? Or did you only need it like 1190? Or is that the total that you have? You look thoughtful. What are you thinking about? There was silence in response. I thought for sure she wouldn't answer at all, but after a few seconds I heard her quiet voice.
I just wanted to wait for him, but something told me he wasn't coming back either. Alexander didn't seem suspicious to me. He was so relaxed during the date. I don't think it's him. He's quite a nice guy. I'm more inclined to think that the killer might be a tourist. Did you see the old man here? I didn't like him right away, sitting there with his gooey eyes on the girls. Who knows? Maybe he's a maniac.
I agree. You can expect anything and from anyone. I don't think it's worth judging by first impressions. Yeah. This is Amelia. We joked earlier about that we might be a killer looking for their next victim during speed dating, and she was like, if you need help getting rid of the body, I know a good spot where to put them. My answer would also be 2. I would watch that TV show.
I only trust my intuition, and it has never let me down before.
Emilia brushed the bangs that had stuck to her forehead and was just getting ready to go back into the building. I decided to talk to her on distracted topics. She's probably just as uncomfortable with the situation as the rest of us. Okay, now we can still ask the other 2 questions too. Ask about the murder and see if she saw Alexander. I actually quite like you. Didn't you see which way Alexander went? Oh, really? No, I've watched all of the seasons.
No, I only saw him and Martin leave in the direction of the lighthouse.
I decided to talk to her on distracted topics. Alright, let's just ask about the murder before. Linda was killed about 2 hours ago. Where were you at that time?
What are the questions? Do you suspect me? That's right, though. We should interview everyone. I don't have an alibi. I was just sitting in the restaurant, alone. And then the storm hit and everybody came back, except for her.
Okay. Well, that was it. No, not necessarily Stockholm Syndrome, but it's about this guy that just gets obsessed with women. And if they don't get obsessed about him too, he locks them up in a cage. Hoping it would change, but it doesn't change. The garage, front door. Okay, so we've been entirely around. Because we... Oh, can we... Yeah, we can go to the lighthouse because she talked about it. The wind grew stronger as I was approaching the gully. I could even hear the dreadful sound of waves crashing on the rocks. What a nightmare to be at sea in such weather and no one would have warned you of an approaching storm. I was cold and covered in goosebumps in a matter of seconds, and only my favorite jacket saved the situation. My boots had soaked up water and were making nasty smacking sounds with every step I took. I stopped for a moment and strained my vision. There was something ahead. Lightning flashed, and in its glow I saw a body silhouette. I couldn't see well, so I carefully crossed the fence, trying with all my strength not to slip. It was definitely a body. I looked around the ground and, of course, couldn't find a safe descent down. My hands were shaking, but not from the cold. My mind drew a frighteningly accurate picture in an instant. He slipped and rolled on the wet grass down the cliff. I need to take one more step towards in order to look down to recognize him. There it was, the absurdity we dislike so very much when we criticize movies. I knew what I was going to see at the bottom of the gully, but for some reason I couldn't force myself to step away. No idea how long I stood there like a statue, while holding myself on the edge. At some point, something did push me forward. I unclenched my hand. I leaned over the cliff, but I still couldn't see anything. Suddenly there was something pressing hard against my back, and in the next moment the free fall feeling overtook me. I was falling headlong, and while dropping down further I could see my whole life go by in front of my eyes once more. It felt like time went by in slow motion and the fall wouldn't stop. The ground was coming closer. A touch, a crunch of vertebrae, and I vanished into obscurity as if someone had pulled down the curtain. Oh god! That was quite gruesome. You died. Boo. Okay, so don't be the hero and go outside and look for look for the killer. We dodge. Yeah, definitely. Robin, how many points do you have? Because if we go to autosave, where in the autosave are we? Okay, we're here. So let's just go back inside. Let's just go back inside. It's fine. We don't have to go look behind the lighthouse. It's totally unnecessary. Robert set apart, wrapped in some sort of cloak tent that he God knows where he found. That God knows where he found. There's an extra he in here. Robin already has his points, but he is just trying to keep Aibo here longer. Very big brain. Talk to Robert. We need to do all of these conversations, so I'll just click on them. The ESC, who else went to the parking lot? You don't look shocked. You are in a bar and don't drink. Twitch integration seems to have stopped now too. Even though it's still here. Okay. Yeah, we probably need to do all of this too, right?
After dating, No, I wasn't paying attention. But if you're interested in my opinion, be careful of the host.
With Henry? But why?
This house, he may be full of secrets, mysteries, weapons. He knows it in its surroundings better than any of us. We are in his world now, and only he has a reason.
The second word, secrets, needs to be, what was it, mysteries?
The ability to see cause rather than effect is the source of wisdom. We have all seen each other for the first time. A murder. Murder is a personal matter, but the death of a couple of girls at the host lighthouse. A bloody, brutal massacre in the darkness of the night. Do you see these headlines in the local papers? Can you think of a more intriguing advertisement? I assure you, by the end of the month, tourists will be flooding the place. And who benefits from it? First Roman rule, look for those who benefit.
It's a relief. Then we're all in danger because Henry might do something else. Robert, let me ask you straight out. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Well, assuming she was killed about 2 hours ago, I was with Justin. Then he suggested we go to a club, but I wasn't interested. When Justin left, I was alone, but she could have been killed any time. 2 hours, that's just a guess.
You went searching later than anyone else. Have you seen Alexander?
No, to be honest, I didn't see anything at all, and I have already regretted going out for 100 times. I really thought I'd look at the sinking ships, and where he was, I didn't see.
Okay. Oh. I got gradually laid out the contents of a purse on the table. I, like most men, never cease to be amazed at how much useless junk women manage to shove in there. Yeah, that's exactly why I don't bring a purse. I need my phone, my wallet, and my keys. That's all I need. I went closer to her. You alright?
It's not yet clear. I'm searching for a sedative just in case. Everyone here is under immense stress, and it's not surprising that they have forgotten about poor Linda. Can we even blame them for that? Do you think one of us could be the killer?
I mean, it already kind of can, right? Because don't you have this app? I've heard about it, I don't have it myself, but that you can like scan every little, like every card you have, like every bank or from whatever library card, you can scan and you have it on your phone so you don't have to bring your wallet anymore. You cannot scan the ID insurance with that? I've heard about it. I don't use it myself, but I've heard about it.
I hope you're wrong. Many people are already feeling agitated. What if we start to see each other as the enemy? We must stay united and support one another, no matter what.
Yeah. But, Robin, the 1260, is that a total? Of the amount of points that you have?
I'll make sure to keep a watchful eye on everyone. We need to be sensitive and empathetic at this time. Be careful, Hugh. Although I am not a psychologist, you can always talk to me if you need to. There is no reason to be embarrassed. Everyone is struggling to keep it together.
Because you said 3.09 hours, and I think we're far past that. I was just talking the other night in the future where we are walking into a store, we grab what we want, and we are able to walk outside. Not having to pay, but once we leave the building, the system knows what we have and takes the cash out. That would be scary. Technology scares me. May have been missed bonus things, although I feel like I haven't missed any. Have you seen who stayed with Linda?
I don't remember. Honestly, Hugh, I'm in shock myself. I'm trying to remember something useful, but I can't.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was in the parking lot at the time of the murder. I was on my way home, but the bridge was already flooded. Then I found out in the restaurant what had happened.
I mean, isn't that like basically with that movie with Justin Timberlake where you pay with your life, sorta? It's an old movie. Older. When was the last time she saw Alexander? There's a typo here. Alexander. Forgot an A.
No. Hugh, I'm the one who stirred everyone up. What if he's hurt too? What if it's because of me?
I think you're fine. Justin cleaned the dirt off his shoes with the most unhappy face in the history of mankind. The matter seemed futile, for his pants were also badly soiled. I could no longer watch him torture his shoes, although I am well aware that he is fighting stress in this way. There's a sponge for shoes if you need. Justin, are you a cop? It's a weird question.
Thanks, Hugh. It's just that, you know, that the dirt sticks and you can't get it off. Can't get it off. Damn, I got a lot of bros around me and I didn't even make a joke about it. That's a very bad sign. I need a drink right away. My head's not working.
Justin headed towards the bar. Maybe I should go with him and keep him company. Or should I still make sure the others are okay first? Ask about the murder. The girl was killed about 2 hours ago. Sorry for the direct questions, but where were you at that time?
You wanna play detective? Good for you. I was with Robert at first. Then I kinda went to the bathroom, and when I came back the restaurant was empty. Afterwards I went to my car, but then the storm blew in and I hurried back to the heat. Happy?
I could no longer watch him torture the shoes. Didn't you see which way Alexander went?
We split up, and I think he wanted to check the lighthouse.
I'm not going to the lighthouse. The lighthouse will kill me. Suddenly the lights went out. Oh, the background noise of the working TV was drowning in darkness. A few seconds and the silence was abruptly replaced by commotion. Everyone was nervous enough as it was to keep the blackout from turning into a panic. Slowly the embers in the fireplace faded, keeping me from losing my bearings. I shuddered at the clatter of falling furniture. Someone had accidentally knocked over a chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, Please refrain from panicking. There is no cause for alarm.
Henry tried unsuccessfully to calm us down, but those gathered were already on edge. It only took a small match for the anxiety to return with renewed force. Henry came close to me and shouted so hard my ears perked up.
I extend my gratitude for your attention. It's plausible that the storm may have caused damage to the street cable, or a fuse may have been blown. Fortunately, we possess a backup generator located in the basement. It only requires a bit of elbow grease to bring it to life, and the power shall be restored.
Alright, let's move to the fireplace, where there's more light and it's quieter for everyone.
I can't remember, maybe.
Do you have candles here?
The cold light of the flashlight almost blinded me.
Sorry, Hugh. There's a flashlight. Henry, I can shine the light and you turn on that
Yeah,
shuffle.
it did. It did say indeed something about the TV. I don't think it would say that the TV stopped working.
I implore you to maintain composure. There is no need to concern yourselves. This is my abode, and I shall handle the situation accordingly.
Let me help. Let's see if Henry's gonna kill me
I
too.
can handle myself.
Oh.
Thank you for your concern. You had better have a seat by the fireplace, and Renata will bring candles soon. Though we may not need them.
It's good to have them there. Of course, this is your house. At least take a flashlight.
I'll take care of this quickly. Renate, I'm sure the lack of light
Renate?
won't stop you from pouring me something
Renata,
stronger.
right?
You know this bar like the back of your hand. Have something ready when I get back.
No, sweet. I got this.
You could see the glow of the lantern moving away from us. Soon it was gone altogether. It took my eyes a while to get used to the darkness. I heard a door creak, apparently the one that leads to the basement. I looked closer and saw Amanda listening for noises from the basement. The others were minding their own business, though I couldn't see everyone in the darkness. As a sudden sharp sound cuts through the silence.
Oh my goodness, what's that?
Did you break something?
Are you afraid?
The girls panicked.
Chill, ladies. I'm just hooking up Henry with his whiskey fix like he asked.
With the broken glass?
Please don't scare me like that. I thought someone had fallen in the dark.
Damn, baby. How much you gonna scare us? Don't get it twisted, even Amanda don't get shook like that. But don't worry. I'll pour some whiskey for Henry.
Pleasant
Thanks.
sound.
Any y'all wanna drink while I'm back here slinging booze? Agatha, you look like you could use a little courage in the cup of yours.
I had a... yeah. Yeah.